It's that time of the month again where we're going to be going through the top 10 guns inside of Call of Duty Mobile. This season, however, there are a ton of different changes. Many weapons got buffed, many weapons got nerfed. However, you may be surprised to find where some of your favorite guns are. Coming in as an honorable mention, however, I want to shout out the Chopper. This thing got better ADS movement speed, better bullet spread accuracy, and reduced sprint to fire delay. So 3 separate buffs, and it was already an insanely good option, especially against people who like to spam USS-9 or other SMGs with big hit flinches. So if you see any players in your game spamming fast-firing, short-range weapons, the Chopper might be the option for you. But number 10 has to go to the Tundra, along with the Type 63 and SKS. These are your best guns, super long ranges, particularly good on Search and Destroy. However, the Type 63, in my opinion, slightly better than the SKS, and it's also pretty good on maps like Diesel for hardpoint. However, I wouldn't use the Tundra as much inside of respawns unless you're really good with it, because you may just end up dying a bunch of times. Honorable mention to Call of Duty Mobile as they sponsor today's video. You can download the game using the link at the top of the description down below. We love COD M. If you haven't got it, definitely get it. Number 9, we have the CX-9. This is actually one of those SMGs I was talking about that if you use the Chopper against it, it will help you out greatly. Particularly good as a burst mag weapon inside of Search and Destroy, but can also be used as a very effective close range killer with the 50-round drum mag. You've heard me talk about this weapon quite a lot in the past. Without a skin, it's pretty decent, but with that mythic, it makes it superior to a very large amount of guns inside of the game close range. In fact, a close range gun I want to shout out is the HS-0405 as an honorable mention. This is a very niche weapon, and I know a lot of people won't like to use it, but come on. You can't deny the facts. This thing is absolutely insane when it is wielded by a sharp-shooting goat. That one-shot range is incredible, and it's also a hipfire demon. Another 2 honorable mentions for close-range guns are the Finnick and the QQ9. The Finnick actually just did get buffed recently in this update, and it is looking absolutely stellar. I can definitely see it smooching its way into the top 10 in future seasons if any of the other SMGs get nerfed. QQ9, on the other hand, I don't think deserves to be in the top 10. It's just not good enough to be chilling there anymore, but maybe it may get buffed very soon. In EA, it's a first for this weapon, the Ram 7. I know a lot of people didn't like this gun when they first picked it up, and then they fixed the aim check issue on it and it became an absolute beast. Love this thing. It's balanced, not OP, not bad, just a balanced, great weapon. Especially with its handling, it feels so good to use this inside of respawns. Not too sure about using it in a Search and Destroy environment, but definitely in hardpoint domination, frontline TDM, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Even control. Also, I love that mythic and the inspection. Oh my god, bruh. Look at that inspection, biscuit. PDW is actually coming in here at 7. It's dropped down significantly in my list. Previously, I believe it was in at 4. And to be honest, between me and you, I just feel like that middle range overall SMG role is just done better by another gun, which you guys probably all already know what I'm gonna say. But don't let that distract you from the fact that this is a beast. It's an unbelievable SMG in the game, and I love it. Surprisingly, the MG42 comes in here at 6. It actually just got nerfed, but it's only to the 250 round mag, which I don't use, and then an increased ADS movement speed penalty with the skeleton stock. Even with those nerfs, I still think it's an absolute demon of a weapon, but I could see it swapping places with the Chopper in future seasons, especially after those massive buffs that gun got. With that being said, we're into the top 5 now, and I want to give an honorable mention to the DRH. I love that gun, always have, always will, and it's still pretty damn good. Just not good enough to be in the top 10. What is, though, is the XM4 in Type 19. I've put these as drawn at top 5. I love both of them. They're absolutely amazing. However, I will say the Type 19's recoil is way easier to control, and the bounce of the XM4 makes it a little bit more tricky, but if you're good at the game, the XM4 is probably a little bit better than the Type 19. However, if you have both mythics, I'm not gonna lie, I like the Type 19 a little bit more. But that's a very unpopular opinion, and it seems like most people like the XM4 over the Type 19 every single day of the week. Coming in at 4, I would like to go ahead and say it right now, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people don't do this, but I want to say I was wrong. I really thought after the nerf of this other SMG that we all know that the VMP would be on top, but it's not. It just isn't, bro. It does not have the versatility that the best gun in the game needs to be the best. It's great. It's an unbelievable SMG. I would say it's the best SMG in the game at close range SMG encounters, but after that, it's not versatile at all. The recoil is too heavy and aggressive towards the vertical when compared to other guns in the game currently, and it just does not hit good longer range. disappointing. I was wrong. I gotta hold my hands up in the air and say it. Unfortunately, chat, we take the L on this one. But a W gun is the Odin. It's a marksman rifle shrouded in the assault rifle category. It's amazing. You can 2-shot, 3-shot people with it. I love it. Everyone loves it. It takes a little bit of skill to use it though, similar to the Type 63 and SKS that we said at top 10. However, in it too, we actually have a new gun. A gun that I haven't really put very high on a top 10 gun list in a very long time, but it's the HVK. Specifically because the large caliber mag just got a buff. And as you know, every single HVK build in this game uses large caliber, and the buff was simply to the arm multiplier. This dramatically changes how the gun is going to work inside of your games on a very regular fight basis. We're talking every single fight that you go into, you could get a kill in one less shot just because of that arm multiplier. It's insane. This thing is coming back with a vengeance, and you're going to want to absolutely try it out this season. It's going to cook. I don't think it's going to be as good as the #1 gun, but it's definitely going to be up there, at least in the top 5 of everyone's gun list. The only thing holding it back is its smaller magazine size. Of course, coming in at the #1 weapon again, it's unfortunately the USS-9. I wanted to dethrone it last season, but I was wrong. Subscribe.